The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. People might tell you that acting like you've already won is naive, that it sets you up for failure. They'll urge you to be realistic. But here's the truth. Adopting a victorious mindset transforms everything. Champions, philosophers, and leaders throughout history understood this principle. They didn't wait for victory to arrive. They chose it first. Victory doesn't start when the stars align or the finish line appears in sight. Victory begins the moment you decide to see yourself as capable, resilient, and strong, right now. Think about it. How often do we wait for a breakthrough, a job promotion, the perfect relationship, or a moment of recognition before allowing ourselves to feel fulfilled? Waiting for these external moments means putting life on hold. It's letting our circumstances dictate our happiness and actions. Marcus Aurelius said it best. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you're waiting for happiness, success, or peace to come from an external source, you're living life in reverse. Today, we're diving into the concept of living from victory rather than chasing after it. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's a transformative perspective that reshapes how we engage with life. By the end of this video, you'll see why acting like you've already won isn't delusional. It's powerful. If this resonates with you, hit the subscribe button and share this video with others ready to claim their inner strength, confidence, and purpose. Let's dive into how adopting a victorious mindset before seeing results can redefine everything. Number 1, victory as a mindset. Too often, we tie victory to grand achievements or milestones. We say things like, "When I get that promotion, I'll feel accomplished," or "Once I find the right partner, then I'll be happy." But what if this mindset is the very thing holding us back? Victory isn't about waiting for some external event. It's about deciding, right here and now, to live from a place of strength, resilience, and confidence. The Stoics understood this deeply. Over 2,000 years ago, they taught that true control lies in our inner life, not in the events that happen to us. As Epictetus wisely observed, no man is free who is not master of himself. When we embrace victory as an attitude rather than an outcome, the world no longer controls us. Imagine waking up each day with the mindset, "I am already victorious, no matter my circumstances." That's real freedom. It's not about naively believing that everything will go your way, but rather about cultivating a mindset so strong that nothing can strip you of your peace and power. Psychologist Carl Jung echoed this when he said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." This truth highlights a crucial distinction. Our experiences, no matter how challenging, don't define us. It's how we respond to them that shapes who we are. Each obstacle, each failure, is an opportunity to practice resilience, to flex the muscles of perseverance and self-mastery. When we frame challenges as growth, they lose their power to defeat us. Living with a victorious mindset doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending life is perfect. It means refusing to let setbacks steal your sense of worth. For the Stoics, power lies in perception. By choosing how we view and respond to life, we anchor ourselves in inner strength rather than external chaos. This shift is transformative. Suddenly, the promotion is no longer a validation of your competence. It's simply a recognition of what you already know. The right partner becomes a complement to your joy, not the source of it. Victory, then, is less about conquering the external world and more about mastering the internal one. It's the decision to face every day with unwavering determination, to find gratitude even in struggle, and to define your worth independently of circumstances. The mindset of victory empowers us to reclaim our lives, one thought at a time. Number 2, the moment of transformation. At some point in life, we all face a pivotal choice. Do we let our circumstances shape us, or do we reshape ourselves from within? This decision often comes during our darkest moments, the times when we're tested to our core. These moments are rarely comfortable, but are often the crucibles where transformation begins. The Stoics viewed hardship not as something to fear, but as an opportunity to refine our character. As Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words offer profound wisdom. The obstacles we face aren't barriers, they're stepping stones to growth. By reframing adversity, we discover a hidden power, the ability to transform pain into progress and setbacks into strength. When we choose to see challenges in this way, something remarkable happens. The very circumstances that seemed overwhelming lose their grip on us. They stop being roadblocks and instead become tools for our evolution. This shift in perspective doesn't erase the difficulty of our struggles, but it does redefine them. A difficult job becomes a lesson in perseverance. A loss becomes a gateway to deeper empathy and self-awareness. This isn't about ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about cultivating a calm resolve, a quiet strength that says, no matter what happens outside, I hold the power to respond with resilience inside. This is the essence of transformation, not being broken by life's trials, but being shaped by them. Carl Jung described this kind of transformation as an inner journey, one that requires us to look beyond external conditions and ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this? These questions are not easy to confront, especially when life feels overwhelming, but they are the ones that unlock our potential. In seeking the answers, we discover depths of courage and creativity we didn't know we possessed. This shift is more than just positive thinking. It's a deliberate and radical choice to claim inner stability, no matter how chaotic life gets. Transformation doesn't mean we escape our circumstances, it means we transcend them. When you choose this mindset, you become the architect of your reality rather than its passive observer. Number 3, living life in reverse. Here's a trap most of us fall into. We live as if we're waiting for life to give us permission to feel accomplished or worthy. We say things like, I'll feel successful once I reach that goal, or I'll be happy when I'm in the right relationship. This is living life in reverse. By waiting for external validation, we hand over control of our happiness to circumstances we can't dictate. The Stoics called this a loss of freedom. Marcus Aurelius put it plainly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The strength he speaks of is the freedom to determine our own worth, independent of external conditions. Yet, how often do we fall into the trap of letting achievements, possessions, or others' approval dictate how we feel about ourselves? When we live in reverse, we allow what happens to us to dictate how we feel and act. But when we shift our perspective, we uncover a profound truth. How we see ourselves changes how we experience everything else. Our perception colors our reality. A person who sees themselves as incomplete will find inadequacy even in success, while someone who believes they are already whole will find contentment even in moments of challenge. Instead of chasing validation, we start living with the belief that we are already complete as we are. Carl Jung captured this beautifully. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. To awaken, as Jung suggests, is to stop relying on external markers of success or happiness, and instead to recognize the power and worth we hold within. This shift isn't about abandoning goals or aspirations. Instead, it's about changing the foundation from which you pursue them. When you stop living life in reverse, your goals become an expression of who you already are, not a desperate attempt to fill a void. You're no longer defined by what you lack, but empowered by what you already possess. Living life in reverse is exhausting because it ties our joy to a future that may never come. But when we start from a place of internal validation, we take back control. The promotion, the relationship, or the achievement becomes a bonus rather than a necessity. We're no longer waiting to live, we're living. Number 4, how we experience life through a victorious mindset. By consciously choosing a victorious mindset, we bring hidden thoughts and fears to the surface, where we can actively guide and reshape them. Instead of letting self-doubt or hesitation dictate our actions, we rewrite our inner script. Self-doubt becomes self-trust. Hesitation transforms into purpose. This isn't about ignoring our vulnerabilities. It's about facing them with the confidence that we can rise above them. A victorious mindset goes beyond mere positive thinking. It's strategic. Like a master chess player who envisions the end game with their first move, we're not just reacting to life's challenges, we're anticipating them. preparing for them, and positioning ourselves for victory from the start. This perspective enables us to see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to refine our strength and sharpen our focus. When you approach life with this mindset, even the smallest daily actions gain meaning. A difficult conversation becomes a chance to practice courage. A failure becomes an opportunity to develop resilience. This strategic mindset turns life into a game of growth where every move, no matter how small, is part of a bigger vision. Crucially, this way of thinking changes how we view ourselves. Instead of identifying with our fears or shortcomings, we start to see ourselves as capable and resourceful. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable begin to feel like puzzles waiting to be solved. And when we solve them, we don't just overcome the obstacle, we reinforce our belief in our ability to face whatever comes next. This mindset also cultivates an unwavering sense of purpose. When you frame life as a series of opportunities to grow stronger, every moment becomes significant. The victories aren't just in the big milestones, they're in every small win that brings you closer to your goals. Over time, these small wins accumulate into something remarkable, a life lived with intention, confidence, and power. Living with a victorious mindset doesn't mean ignoring struggles or pretending life is easy. It means choosing how to respond to challenges with clarity and strength. It's the choice to stand firm in the face of uncertainty and to trust in your ability to adapt and persevere. Number 5, activate the victory mindset. Activating a victory mindset isn't about putting on a brave face or pretending everything will magically work out. It's about grounding yourself in resilience and confidence, even when the storms of life rage around you. This mindset isn't a one-time decision, it's a daily practice, a way of seeing the world that empowers you to move forward with strength, regardless of circumstances. The Stoics believed this mindset was essential, a discipline to fortify the mind. Epictetus taught, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." These words are a reminder that the way we interpret life's events shapes our experience far more than the events themselves. When we adjust our judgment, obstacles transform. They become opportunities to test and strengthen ourselves, rather than reasons to give up. This mental shift begins with self-talk. The words we use with ourselves are powerful. They shape how we perceive and respond to life. Negative self-talk erodes confidence, while empowering self-talk reinforces resilience and inner strength. For instance, instead of saying, "I can't handle this," you might tell yourself, "This is tough, but I'm tougher." This shift may seem subtle, but over time, it rewires your brain to default to strength and possibility, rather than fear and limitation. Carl Jung captured the essence of this inner dialogue when he said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." Why terrifying? Because full self-acceptance demands that we embrace not only our flaws, but also our immense potential. When we stop making excuses or placing blame, we're left with the raw truth of our own power, the power to overcome, to adapt, to create, and to thrive. This self-awareness is both humbling and liberating, as it calls us to take full responsibility for our lives. Intentional focus is another cornerstone of the victory mindset. What we give our attention to becomes stronger. If we fixate on limitations, they begin to dominate our perspective, dictating our choices and diminishing our confidence. But when we focus on our strengths, potential, and capacity to grow, those qualities take center stage. Marcus Aurelius put it best, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By curating your thoughts with intention, you become the architect of your own experience. Consistency is the final key. A victorious mindset isn't built on fleeting optimism or sporadic bursts of motivation. It's cultivated through daily effort and repetition. Think of it like training a muscle. Each time you choose resilience, each time you reframe a challenge, you're strengthening the foundation of your mindset. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, forming a steady framework of inner strength that holds firm no matter what life throws your way. Number 6, victory as strategic positioning. Victory isn't luck or a fleeting emotion, it's a strategic position, a deliberate choice to approach life from a place of strength and readiness. It's a mindset we intentionally cultivate, grounded in how we prepare for life's challenges. The Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These words remind us that true victory is rooted in mastering our inner world, not in controlling external circumstances. Strategic positioning means adopting the perspective of a victor before you even step into the challenges of the day. It's a proactive stance, much like a skilled chess player planning several moves ahead. Instead of reacting impulsively to life's twists and turns, you begin responding with purpose and clarity. This shift changes everything. It allows you to approach obstacles not with dread or defeat, but with curiosity and confidence, as if to say, "This too will serve me in some way." This perspective helps us remain steady and adaptable. Setbacks aren't failures. They're simply steps in a larger process of growth and self-mastery. When you view life this way, challenges lose their sting. A misstep becomes an opportunity to learn. A delay becomes a lesson in patience. Obstacles become fuel for resilience, sharpening your focus and strengthening your resolve. Carl Jung spoke to this kind of inner clarity. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. When you position yourself as a victor, you stop relying on external validation or fleeting successes to define you. Instead, you become rooted in a sense of purpose that's unshakable. You trust in your ability to overcome, not because the world guarantees an easy path, but because you've cultivated the tools to navigate any terrain. Strategic positioning also means understanding the power of preparation. Victory begins long before the challenge appears. It's built in the quiet moments of self-reflection, in the discipline of training your mind to seek solutions rather than dwelling on problems. When challenges arise, you're not caught off guard. You're ready, because you've already chosen to stand in your power. Ultimately, victory as strategic positioning is about trust. Trusting yourself to adapt, to grow, and to find strength in every situation. It's about knowing that the real battle is not with life's obstacles, but with how you choose to perceive and respond to them. And when you consistently choose a stance of strength, resilience, and purpose, you're already victorious before the first move is even made. Number 7, claiming your identity as a victor. To live victoriously, you must stop seeing yourself as someone trying to succeed. The language of trying implies hesitation, uncertainty, and doubt. Instead, embrace the truth. You are capable, resilient, and fully equipped to grow through any challenge. Living victoriously begins with how you see yourself, because identity shapes action. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." To claim your identity as a victor is to claim the role of self-mastery. This isn't about arrogance or denying your flaws. It's about recognizing your potential and stepping into the responsibility of fully utilizing it. It's about owning your capacity to adapt, learn, and rise, no matter what life presents. Self-mastery means taking charge of your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. When you identify as a victor, you shift from being a passive observer of life's challenges to an active participant in your growth. You're no longer waiting for circumstances to improve or for someone else to validate your worth. You're declaring, through your actions and mindset, that you already possess what you need to succeed. Marcus Aurelius captured this transformation beautifully. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When you choose thoughts of strength, resilience, and determination, you are actively shaping your reality. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they are the seeds from which your life grows. By consistently planting seeds of victory, you create a life that reflects your inner strength. Carl Jung echoed this idea when he said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." This perspective reminds us that our past doesn't define us, our choices do. To claim your identity as a victor is to refuse to let past failures, setbacks, or pain dictate your future. It's about stepping into a mindset of ownership. I choose how I move forward. I choose to see myself as strong, capable, and ready. Ultimately, claiming your identity as a victor is an act of courage. It's a declaration that, no matter what life throws your way, You will face it with the mindset of someone who has already won. This is not just a way of thinking, it's a way of being. And when you live from this truth, you become unstoppable. Number 8, the power of visualization. Visualization isn't mere daydreaming, it's a mental rehearsal for success. By vividly imagining your goals, challenges, and outcomes, you prepare your mind for action. When practiced with intention, visualization becomes a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not just about picturing the end result, but immersing yourself in the process, experiencing the emotions, confidence, and determination you'll need along the way. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius would visualize the difficulties he might face each day, not to dwell on negativity, but to strengthen his calm resolve. He anticipated challenges not as a pessimist, but as a realist, understanding that preparation is power. This mental preparation allowed him to respond with clarity and purpose, rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. Visualization for the Stoics was about rehearsing victory in the face of adversity, ensuring they were mentally equipped to navigate life's unpredictability. Carl Jung captured the transformative nature of this practice when he observed, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." Visualization awakens our inner potential by aligning our focus with what we want to achieve. It's not passive wishing. It's a way to prime the mind for action, as though success is already within reach. This alignment between your inner vision and your external actions creates a sense of inevitability about achieving your goals. As Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Visualization allows you to craft this inner vision of who you aim to become. It's more than an abstract wish. It's a roadmap for your actions. When you vividly see yourself acting with confidence, persistence, and skill, your mind begins to seek opportunities to align reality with this vision. It's like programming your brain to recognize the steps needed to bridge the gap between the present and the future. Neuroscience supports this. Studies show that the brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. When you visualize a goal with clarity and detail, your brain creates neural pathways that mimic those used during actual performance. This means you're not just imagining success, you're training your brain and body to achieve it. Ultimately, the power of visualization lies in its ability to make success feel inevitable. By mentally rehearsing your victories, you condition yourself to face challenges with confidence and clarity. As you see yourself overcoming obstacles, you not only strengthen your belief in your abilities, but also set the stage for those beliefs to become reality. Number 9, building neural pathways of victory. The more we think resilient, victorious thoughts, the stronger those mental pathways become. Neuroscience confirms what the Stoics instinctively knew. Our brains adapt to repeated patterns of thought, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. This means that with intentional practice, we can rewire our brains to default to strength, confidence, and clarity, even in the face of adversity. Epictetus wisely observed, "We are what we repeatedly do." But this insight applies not just to actions, but to our thoughts. Each time we consciously choose victorious thoughts over doubt or fear, we're not just boosting our mood momentarily, we're physically reshaping our brains. Neurons that fire together wire together. Repeated patterns of positive, resilient thinking strengthen those neural connections, making it easier for us to think and act in empowering ways. Over time, these pathways become second nature, transforming how we navigate challenges and setbacks. This process doesn't happen overnight, but that's the beauty of it. Every small choice contributes to lasting change. Imagine you're carving a path through a forest. At first, the trail is barely visible, and walking it feels awkward and uncertain. But with each step, the path becomes clearer, more defined. Eventually, it's a well-trodden road, one you can traverse with ease. This is exactly how neural pathways of victory are built. Carl Jung emphasized the subconscious role in this process. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Much of our behavior is driven by unconscious beliefs and mental habits. Without awareness, old patterns, fear, self-doubt, and negativity can dominate, leading us to feel stuck or powerless. But by consciously cultivating victorious thoughts, we interrupt these old patterns. We bring the unconscious into the light, take control of it, and shape it into a powerful ally. Building these pathways requires consistency and intentionality. Here are key steps to accelerate the process. Awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. When you notice patterns of doubt, fear, or negativity, gently interrupt them. Replace them with thoughts of resilience, possibility, and self-trust. Visualization. Use the power of mental rehearsal to see yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself responding to challenges with strength and confidence. This practice reinforces positive pathways in your brain. Affirmation. Speak empowering truths to yourself regularly. Statements like, "I am capable," "I choose resilience," or "every challenge is an opportunity to grow," help solidify neural connections aligned with a victorious mindset. Action. Back your thoughts with aligned action. Each time you make a courageous choice, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and strong. Building neural pathways of victory isn't just about thinking positively. It's about cultivating a mind that actively supports your growth, resilience, and purpose. And when your brain is wired for victory, success isn't just something you achieve, it's something you embody. Number 10, curating your mental environment. What we consume through conversations, media, and experiences shapes our mindset and influences the person we become. The ancient philosopher Epictetus advised, "Keep company only with those who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." This wisdom highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with people, ideas, and environments that encourage growth rather than drain our energy or amplify our fears. Just as we wouldn't willingly eat food that poisons our bodies, we must be vigilant about what we allow into our minds. Negative or fear-driven content, whether it's in the form of media, toxic relationships, or repetitive self-doubt, can clutter our thoughts, weaken our resolve, and distort our perception of the world. On the other hand, consuming ideas and engaging in experiences that challenge, inspire, and empower us is like giving our minds premium fuel. It sustains resilience, fosters creativity, and helps us align with our values. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a master of internal discipline, frequently reminded himself to clear his mind of unnecessary distractions. In his meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He understood that allowing trivial, unproductive thoughts to occupy mental space dilutes focus and robs us of clarity. Instead, he practiced filtering out what didn't serve his higher purpose, choosing to engage only with what truly mattered. To curate your mental environment, begin by identifying the influences in your life that affect your mindset. Who do you spend the most time with? What media do you consume daily? Are these forces encouraging you to become the best version of yourself, or are they creating doubt, distraction, or fear? Taking stock of these influences empowers you to make intentional changes. Consider setting boundaries with toxic people, or limiting exposure to news cycles designed to sensationalize fear. Replace these inputs with those that uplift and inspire, whether it's reading thought-provoking books, listening to podcasts that expand your horizons, or having conversations with people who challenge you in meaningful ways. Curating your mental environment doesn't mean living in a bubble or ignoring real-world problems. Instead, it's about prioritizing what nurtures your resilience and equips you to face challenges with clarity and confidence. By being selective about what occupies your mind, you create a mental space where focus and growth can thrive. Every choice you make about what you let into your mind is an opportunity to align your environment with your purpose and values. Protect that space fiercely. It's the foundation for a stronger, more focused, and more resilient you. Number 11, victory as a position, not a destination. Victory isn't a trophy, a job title, or any fleeting accolade. It's not something you reach, achieve, or hold in your hands. True victory is a state of being, a mindset cultivated from within, independent of external recognition or circumstances. The Stoics understood this deeply, emphasizing that genuine triumph lies in mastering oneself, not in conquering the world. This inner victory is built on self-discipline, integrity, and resilience. Epictetus famously taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." His words highlight that external success, while gratifying, is often beyond our control. What we can always command, however, is our own perspective. Shifting your focus from external validation to internal mastery is where true victory begins. Marcus Aurelius echoed this in his Meditations, writing, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The Stoics believed that happiness and success arise not from the applause of others, but from aligning your actions with your principles. In other words, you don't need the world to call you a victor to live like one. This mindset is liberating. It frees you from the endless chase for societal approval, the anxiety of comparison, and the weight of feeling not enough. Instead of measuring success by external milestones, you measure it by the strength of your character. Did you act with courage? Did you remain calm under pressure? Did you choose integrity over convenience? When you can answer yes to these questions, you've already won. Living as a victor means grounding yourself in the present moment, embracing challenges as opportunities to demonstrate your resilience, and remaining steadfast in the face of setbacks. It's about recognizing that the battle worth fighting is the one within you, against fear, doubt, and complacency. And with each small, intentional choice, you reinforce your position of strength. Ultimately, choosing to live as a victor means understanding that success isn't something the world bestows upon you. It's a position you assume, one rooted in the quiet confidence that you already have everything you need within yourself to lead a purposeful and meaningful life. And when you embrace this mindset, you realize that the journey itself is the greatest victory of all. Number 12. Creating a legacy from victory. True victory doesn't end with personal triumph. It radiates outward, shaping the lives of others and leaving a legacy that endures. It's not about fame or monuments. It's about the quiet, consistent impact of living your values and inspiring others to do the same. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This wisdom reminds us that actions, not words, define the legacy we leave behind. Legacy is built through the choices we make daily, choosing integrity over convenience, courage over fear, and compassion over indifference. These choices show others what's possible, even in the face of hardship. It's not about perfection, but about progress. Every time you rise after a fall or face adversity with grace, you offer a powerful example for others to emulate. Carl Jung observed, "The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown." This profound insight reveals that growth, not avoidance, is the key to overcoming life's challenges. When you demonstrate resilience, you provide a living blueprint for others, showing that even the toughest problems can lead to strength, wisdom, and transformation. Creating a legacy from victory means embracing the idea that your personal growth has communal value. The strength you cultivate today doesn't just belong to you. It ripples outward, influencing family, friends, and even people you may never meet. When you embody resilience and purpose, you silently encourage others to face their battles with the same determination. This perspective turns every challenge into an opportunity to inspire. Even when life feels insurmountable, your ability to endure and keep moving forward becomes a beacon for others. It says, "If I can do this, so can you." This is how legacies are built, not through grand gestures, but through the accumulation of small, consistent acts of courage and kindness. Victory isn't a destination, it's a way of being. It's resilience in the face of adversity, purpose in every action, and the courage to inspire others by example. So let your life be the story that encourages others to write their own.